Nothing gave the young Meridino quite such a fright as a thunderstorm. The booming and banging, the flashing, the fury. It was enough to drive a lad utterly mad. Unfortunately for Meridino, he was in excellent company, for his father's dogs felt the exact same way. To prevent the whole brood from nervously chewing their own paws to the bone, Canine and Youth were confined to a deep, dark cellar during times of storm. The dogs calmed and the young Meridino with them. There they remained, snug as bunnies, until the storm had passed. After a particular vivid dream, Meridino was struck by an unshakable idea. His lair ought to be tucked deep in the earth, away from prying eyes and bothersome vagrants. And so he set out with his shovel, prepared to dig himself a palace worthy of one Meridino to the power of 10. He would sit, he imagined, sultan-like among his earthen pillars and muddy servants in his hidden mansion. Sky dwellers, he scoffed. What do they know of my ways? Late into the night did Meridino dig, but trouble brewed high upon the much-maligned sky above Meridino. First a droplet landed directly into Meridino's proud, unshifting eye. In the span of a single blink, Meridino's fortress to be was under attack by a million ceaseless, dewy soldiers. The great hole he had intended as a foyer quickly filled with a swirling miasma of water, mud, and failure. Meridino trudged back to his father's house, disillusioned by the sky's ill intentions. He would have his revenge, this he swore. Meridino had had enough. His mother had been baking sweet after delicate sweet from morning till noon, yet she had expressly prohibited him from trying even the tiniest crumb of her creations. She'd holler and holler as he cried, but only the words, "not for you," and "terrible," and "must promise me," reached his ears between his banshee-like wails. Imagine it, the boot of the matriarch pressed so firmly upon his neck, and yet those sweets just laying about, untouched by his appreciativeness. But Meridino was no tyrant thrall, no. He devised a plan to steal into the kitchen while the she-devil of the kitchen went to the outhouse to relieve herself. In less than an hour, she had dashed out, and Meridino has dashed in, stealthy as a gorilla, determined to take what he had been denied. Meridino had already shoved the fourth little pastry into his mouth when the despot returned. She screamed out and rushed over to the young revolutionary, and without ado began beating him about the back. Amid his pastry-addled cries, Meridino could only make out such meaningless phrases as rat poison and dead by morning. Let her have her little cookies, decided Meridino that evening, after having been forced to swallow no small amount of charcoal by way of punishment. It tasted terrible anyway. Oh, Meridino's an idiot.
What have we here?
It's got to be the bloodstone Frederick is so desperate for.
They will sing Meridino's praises for 1,000 generations. I've learned how to enter the cave of Gungir, the Troll King, and have imbued this very tome with the necessary spell. In the future, I need only bring this book to the ray of light that pierces the magical mushroom ring, and Gungir's treasure will transform from granite to gorgeous gold. Aha. Now I know how to do that.
Hang and listen closely. Meridino the Omniscient will Gandar Eagleheart. Meridino bids you return to the unlife.
Okay.
like this game.
I'm gonna guess ghosts are immune to slipping and falling.
Welcome the Forsaken. Forsake me not. Return to me.
Badge.
Hobbling assault!
Melodia the Dissonant. Maradino offers you one final paradox. Return to unlife.
Ouchie.
You didn't even see me coming.
Invulnerable.
Water rain down!
I'm drenched!
My victory!
Death cannot hold you, Meredith, the even star, when Maradino bids you return.
Damn. Still invulnerable.
Absolved of sin and suffering.
Are you invulnerable still? No.
Aura of healing!
Into the fray once more!
Back on my feet again.
+1 dex, that's kind of ass.
Sweet
Constitution,
relief!
wand. Immune to knockdown and fire resistance.
I feel better already.
Kind of like my armor
Ah!
better.
Ah!
Ah, those all kind of suck. Okay. An elixir of courage. Well, I sent everything home. Let's go. End of time. All of secrets. Where's the one I want to go? Maybe it is the Hall of Secrets. Nope. Yes. Wait. Filter of the Fearless Imp. Nice. It was near the Goblin Village. At here. Yep.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. No. Oh, my friend. You'd give your only elixir of courage to a cowardly little Yox. Yox will never forget this generosity. Something's happening. I feel...
Hey, Mom.
I feel like climbing a tree. No, a mountain. I think my blood's turned to whiskey. I think I could slay a dragon. I think I could face Master. my way, then.
All right. Let's see. I should go over
Going
to
nowhere slowly.
the troll cave.
With that, it's time to go spelunking for Tenebrium.
Assuming this Maradino actually knew his way around a spellbook, that is.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Alright, now we can do the Troll King cave. Let's go! Wonder.
Well, I'll be a son of a troll. It's one of those big fairies without wings. What are they called again? Hares? No. Herrings? No. Humans! That's it.
It's $166.
A human! That means you must be looking for Maradino. No other of you fairies has been here since him. Go ahead, go ahead. Go right along. I'm certain you'll be treated just like he was.
You mean just like him?
Nothing, nothing. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Tell me, troll, you wouldn't like the treatment I have in mind for you.
Fine, fine. Don't hurt me, and I'll tell you. It's our king, you see. He doesn't like visitors.
Tell me about your king.
Well, he's very conscientious, our king. Counts his gold with the diligence of a child building castles in the sand. For just like the tides will sweep away their sand battlements, so the king is bound to lose count. And just like the child will build a new castle the next day, so the king is certain to start counting anew. Interrupt him though, and like a child you'll throw a tantrum. Unlike a child, he'll drag your innards from your belly besides. Remember, if the king or any of his guards so much as see you, they'll take you for a thieving gremlin. Just ask Maradino.
Okay, so we'll save. Because that's the goal we want, honestly. Can I have all this money?
Just one. Made by flowers.
Beautiful trolls of this cave have cursed it with knee-weakening magic.
Woolgraf freezes in his tracks, then proceeds putting one foot before the other very carefully. Beardotter's warning has unnerved him.
King couldn't get a best counter of all. He go to accounting school. 2 credits short of associate degree. Right! Something over there in shadows.
Immune to knockdown. Okay, that's a lot of healing. Oh, he took a health potion. Okay. Poked him in the butt. Alright, we leveled up. Let's save, right? Just in case they walk up on me, but I don't think they will. 3 points. Increase damage. Personality. I could go bartering. Oh, there's the king.
God, your king is under attack. Help! Help!
How much does that cost? It's everything. Alright, I think I'll wait on that.
My ache is your agony.
I want those other trolls to walk forward. Yeah, just like that. Well, that's not exactly all I wanted there, but... Yep. You're gonna kill your own king, you dingus. Okay.
I will take you all with one shot! Just one!
No glory in this death. Breaking the...
Awesome.
Sweet relief.
Okay.
Servant of the Frost.
Blind fails. Oh, he's stunned. Awesome. You unable to move? Weird. Crippled.
Sweet relief.
Vengeance from the skies!
Ah, stunned, nerd. Nice.
Lucky find! Lucky find!
Thanks, love.
Don't go rushing in there now. Study the trolls' movements and you'll manage to figure out how best to sneak around them. The last thing you want is one of their clubs to the skull.
That. Guess we'll go with armor to reduce movement penalty. Interesting. Oh, this is way better than our current belt. Let's do that. Gosh, she doesn't need either of these two. It'd be good for me, but I need one more strength.
Sweet relief. Into the fray once more. Into the fray once more.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Sweet relief. Ah.
It seems for his final feat, the wizard Maradino learned what happens when you cross the Troll King.
The final lesson from our mysterious teacher. Now tread lightly, will you? There are plenty more stakes that might inspire old King Gunnar.
How's your day been, Mom? Now that we're done with all that combat. God, he's got so much garbage he just needs to sell. Where most of the weight is.
fairy. Maradino must be around here somewhere. Remember, if...
Homestead. Your daughter. Right? Strength, intelligence, and lockpicking. Yellow fabric dye. I guess that goes to Homestead. Alright, so that quest should be done. That wasn't really a quest, but... Alright. Where is the where... Corpse has gone wandering near a great tree in the Phantom Forest. Where is she? What do we do with this? What? Progress through the quest, follow the wizard. I don't know that quest. Speak to Ikara in the homestead. Okay. I knew I needed to come back here for something.
So this tapestry represents all of time.
What's the word, Source Hunter?
Start from the beginning.
I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source, but our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters. I am, but there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning, an exquisite current of great power. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us. But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power-drunk through history have abused it, and all the world's sorcerers have borne terrible consequences.
What consequences?
Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters ever suggest that perhaps not all sorcerers were evil? Did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? That we could be simple forest folk healing the sick and frozen each winter? No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would birth a broken soul powerful enough to inch all of Rivellon toward oblivion.
You mean to blame Leandra's doings on Source Hunters?
No. No, that would be going too far, and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down did begin at the hands of some of your own order, but it was I who sparked all of this. They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with... From that moment on, everything was different. We would survive. Thrive, even, within those woods. Leandra's capacity was... enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and my sister and I were mired in a solitary existence. Witches among the trees when Zandalore came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. Their days were spent on charms, hexes and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned. We were a content trio, the three of us. As you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged, but it was me to whom he confessed his love. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity, a parasite, were atop our souls, sucking the strength from it day by day.
Alright, so...
What's the word, Source Hunter?
how do we stop her?
Source Hunter, you've learned so much already. That spell you found, if it's to be believed, Leandra has created Death Knights. Only that spell, combined with her blood, will make them vulnerable to attack.
Ah. So I have her blood. Leandra's... okay, craft. Leandra's spell. Vial of her blood.
Tell me, O Weaver, if you know all that is past and present, does that mean
I wonder
you know
how
the
much
future
of a
as
spark
well?
it takes to zap a
Alas, no.
human to vapor.
I can predict with a degree
Okay.
of certainty, but I cannot speak of what is to come unequivocally.
Do I have to learn this?
Time and I are one, but we must both run our course before reaching reality.
Special.
You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two. Say, free on a good day. Have you seen my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonders stashed inside.
You and Zandalore have always been close,
I think I could fly straight
Fritter,
to the void.
did you know anything about his affair at the King Crown? What's the word, Source Hunter?
Okay, how do we stop her?
Why, it seems you're more than caught up, aren't you? You've already got the spell and the blood, both of which we'll need, if the spell is to be believed, to slice through Leandra's army of Death Knights. Remarkable. That means we've only to find Zandalor now.
Okay.
Long ago, when Source was banished, a league of great men and women promised to protect its secrets. The Keepers of the Source, they called themselves. Our wizard is its last living member. That night in the King Crab Inn, Leandra was after something that only he knew. Find him, and you'll learn where to find her. He lives in Hunter's Edge, a village east of Lucula. When last I saw him, he was in a panic about Leandra's betrayal. It's possible that he'll have flown Hunter's Edge. You may need to investigate to find a hint of his whereabouts. Take this ring, it will mark you as my ally. If you should find Zandalor, he'll know I sent you.
Okay. Kara's blessing, intelligence, charisma, and movement.
I have seen the void, and it haunts me. Follows my vision like confused spots after staring in the sun.
We are haunted by the same vision, my friend. The end of all visions.
I wonder how much
But
of a
only in the dark
spark it
can
takes to
light
zap
be
a
born.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.